you guys, I'm Natalie. Welcome to the video. Today I'm sharing with you guys 10 Christmas themed act of kindness ideas. I'm currently doing 12 days of Christmas videos, so please check out those if you haven't already. And I'm a few days behind, but now that finals are over, I'm hoping to catch up, so I'm working really hard to get those out too. Before I start, I'd love it if you guys could pick a number between 1 and 10, and then after I'm done sharing the 10 ideas, the number that you picked will correspond with the idea that you should do. And of course, if you don't feel like doing that one, you can just pick a different one. But if you don't really know which one you want to do, then that's a way to start you off. The first idea is to give people Christmas treats. In my past video talking about things you guys can do for Christmas, I gave a bunch of baking ideas, so you can pick any of those. There's some pretty simple ones on there. And you can give it to your mailman, your doctor, your roommate, friends, family, grocery store workers, really anyone you come in contact with or anyone you feel like needs it. The second idea is kind of random, but just make something more Christmassy by wearing a Santa hat or a Christmas sweater to a service project. If you're going to the food bank or the food pantry to volunteer or somewhere else to volunteer, I think it's just like a good way to make it a little bit more holiday-y. Last year, my mom, Hannah, and I were going to the food bank to volunteer, and my mom just like put on a Christmas hat and was like, do you girls want to wear one too? And it was just like, it made it like so much more fun and more festive. My third idea is to donate to a giving machine. If you haven't heard of these before, my church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, in December, they put out these giving machines, and they're kind of like vending machines, but basically they'll show you things inside that you can buy, and has like a wide variety of prices in it. It can be like glasses, chickens, vaccines, a bunch of other stuff. You basically just pick it like you would with a vending machine and then pay, and then that will be donated to somewhere that needs it. And so it's really simple, but it's also nice that you just get to go and like see what you're picking out, and it just makes it a little bit more of a fun experience than just donating online. My fourth idea is that if you have a Christmas party or some kind of Christmas get-together, make it a collection drive. You can have people bring canned food or toys or anything else that you want to donate, and I think it's just a super simple way. You don't have to ask people for money, but they can just bring like one thing of canned food when they come in, and then you can donate it after. Fifth, write cards. You can write to military people who are stationed overseas and aren't going to get to see their family. You can write to elderly people who may not have any family members who they can spend Christmas with. There's also a ton of amazing organizations. One I love is called More Love Letters. Every month they'll put out, I think, like 5 or 6 people, information about them and where you can send the letter to. And I think it makes it more personal because instead of just like writing vague things, you can actually get to know more about them and then write and tailor it to that. And they have 12 days of card writing every December. This year it's already over. I believe it's from the 5th to the 16th. But it's still on their website, so you can still go check it out and still write letters to those people. Sometimes I worry about what to say in it, or I feel like I'm not saying enough because I only have a few sentences because I feel like I don't know them that well, so I don't know what to say. But really, like, just put in the effort, and it doesn't matter how much you have to say. Even if it's just like one sentence that's like, I hope you're doing well or something, that's a nice thing to say. And you can also just decorate the card or do some little drawings on it to make it more personal or to add more to it. My sixth idea is to perform Christmas music at a retirement home. You and a group of friends or people you know can carol. You can also perform. This is something I wanted to do a few years ago with one of my friends. I play the violin. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we could not visit and play to them, but it is something that I want to do at some point. So maybe check what the restrictions are still with COVID and stuff. But if you can, I think this would be super cool and an amazing way to share your abilities and talents with people. 7 is a kind of everyday one, to shovel someone's driveway and sidewalk. Here it has definitely been snowing a lot, so there's been a lot of shoveling that needs to be done. If you're shoveling your own driveway and you see that your neighbor's has a bunch of snow on it still, maybe go start shoveling it, or if they're outside, you can ask them if they need any help or something. 8, if you know someone doesn't have anywhere to go for Christmas or they don't have any family visiting them, invite them over. Maybe you're traveling for Christmas or you're doing stuff with just your family for Christmas, but maybe the week before or something, you can have them over for a nice little Christmas dinner, and it can be super simple. Maybe you two can go out for lunch or something. You can also do something completely different with them than food, but really just try to make sure that they feel loved and appreciated because it can be hard for some people during the holidays. 9, Operation Christmas Child. If you haven't heard of this before, you basically like pack shoe boxes with maybe some of your older things that are in good condition still, or just some new things that you bought, and they will go to a child. The drop-off deadline for giving your own shoe boxes actually passed in November already, but they do have an online way to do it, and I was looking at it and it's actually really cool. But basically how it works online, and I'll have this link down below, you can build a child a shoebox for $25. You can like pick the gender and the age range that you want to give to, and then they have different options and like different toys that you can pick from and stuff to give to them, and you can also include a note. And I think it just makes it a little bit more of a personal process. And the last idea is to doorbell ditch presents. This can be to people you know, maybe even just strangers in your neighborhood. It can be people you know who are going through a hard time, or maybe you're just driving by and you're like, that's the house that we're gonna do. Either way, I think it'd be super sweet. They really don't have to be expensive things. You can just leave them a card and some treats, or you can get them a few toys. Maybe if you know what age the people in the family are, you can kind of guess what kind of things they like. And I think it'd just be a super sweet, anonymous act of kindness. And yeah, those are all the ideas I have for you guys. And based on the number you guys picked at the beginning, it'd be great if you could follow through with the idea that corresponds with the number you picked. You can also pick any of the other ones you want. If you did all of these, that would be amazing. And I think it's just really important to act on opportunities that you see in your everyday life. These don't all have to be planned out things. And they don't even have to be Christmas themed. Maybe you feel the need to tip someone at the store. Maybe you notice that someone needs just like some kind words or a hug, or maybe you just feel the need to check in on a friend or family member. The 10 ideas I listed are like nowhere near as many things as you could do. I'd love it if you guys leave more ideas in the comments that are Christmas themed or just ones in general. I think it's important that despite our busy lives, I know I'm always rushing around. I literally have every minute of my day like on a schedule that I try to follow, and that's good for me. It's something that helps me. But even with that, I think it's important that I still, like look out for opportunities, that I'm willing to forgo a little bit of homework time or going out to do something fun because I see a need. Because our relationships with people and being able to bless other people the way that we've been blessed, I think that's just like so important. I can't even like emphasize how important I think that is. But it's really like small acts of kindness that make a ton of difference. Donating like $300 to an organization, that does make a huge difference. But if you don't have that to give, that's okay. You just give what you have and what you're able to give, and that's the most important thing. Maybe your work schedule is crammed and you want to spend time with your family, and so you don't have time to go volunteer at an organization for a few hours. That's totally okay. Do something that only takes you a few minutes. Maybe you don't have enough money to donate to a charity or something. Instead, you can donate time, or maybe you feel like you have neither of those. You can just say a kind word to someone on the street. There's so many simple things that we can do that can make a huge difference. The other day, it was like freezing outside and my bus did not come for me, and someone pulled over on the side and asked if I needed a ride. And because of stranger danger, I did decline them, but it was still like really sweet. And it's that kind of thing. Looking out for the people who are standing on the side of the road who might need help. Look out for the people in your path who are crying or look like they've had a bad day or something, and reach out to them and say something kind. When like a prompting or an idea comes into your head, do not ignore it, because you following through with that feeling could be something that really blesses someone else's life. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please look for opportunities to help others and be kind, and I'll see you guys next time.